Hey, good morning. So, we're past the first holiday. We're past the Thanksgiving. But it's not over. It's not over. We still got some stuff going on. So, how do you make it through the holidays without gaining a bunch of weight? First off, I think we worry about it a little bit too much. People are like, oh, the holidays, I'm going to gain a bunch of weight and nothing I can do about it, so I'm just going to eat like crazy and it's all good. Or they go clear on the other end and they're like, I'm not going to eat anything until I get to Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or Christmas party dinners or whatever, because I'm going to save it up all day so that I can eat it all at once. And just remember, that's not always the best strategy. I'm perfectly fine with people intermittent fasting, especially if it works well with your body and how you do with food, also with your self-control and that sort of thing. That's great. But protein, right? Mark Bell calls it protein leveraging. I just call it prioritizing protein. Wake up, we don't need to talk about the ideal day. We're just going to talk about protein. Prioritize protein. Wake up, have some ham and some eggs. And for lunch, make sure that you're eating some meat. Maybe that's turkey. And then at these Christmas dinners and parties that we're going to, make sure that half your plate is meat. So meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. It was the basic nutrition from Greg Glassman at the beginning of CrossFit, and there's a ton of merit to it. Meat and vegetables. So when you start basing your diet on an animal-based diet, on meat, there are so many things that happen with protein. And so it's called the thermogenic effect of food. And when you eat protein, it's actually a little bit tougher for our body to break it down, so it increases metabolism. Protein is also broken down into amino acids, and that's what goes out and it helps to fix the things in our body that need fixed. You go work out really hard, you're breaking muscle down, you eat really good and get some recovery, get those amino acids in, it helps build everything back. Protein is also insanely satiating. So if I try to focus on hitting 1 gram of protein per pound that I weigh, I'm eating 200 grams of protein a day. When the end of the day comes, when I'm normally like, I really want that cookie, now I'm like, I still want that cookie, but I'm not hungry. So when you start to mix cravings with actual hunger, it gets pretty difficult. It gets hard to say no. But if you can be basing your diet on protein and the end of the day gets there, you still might have that craving, but then you're not going to pound 2, 3, 4 cookies. And I'm not against cookies. I don't think that that's terrible. I think if you're eating 3, 4, or 5 cookies a day, it can become really bad. If you're eating Thanksgiving dinner in and of itself as a whole every single day, then yeah, not good. But Thanksgiving dinner once a year, that's fine. A couple parties a year where we're actually prioritizing protein, not bad. So you can get through these holidays without gaining any weight. In fact, you can gain muscle and lose body fat throughout the holiday season. And there's really, it's not that hard. It's really not. That's what's crazy about it. I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, man, after Thanksgiving dinner, I gained 10 pounds. Now, something that you have to think, 10 pounds, that's pretty significant. I would imagine that there's some other factors there, like maybe when they weighed the first time, it was on a completely empty stomach. When they weighed the next day, it wasn't on an empty stomach. And also, too, you have to know that water follows carbohydrates. So a lot of that is just food in the belly and it's water weight. One meal is not going to make you gain 10 pounds of body fat or muscle. It's just not going to happen. So you have to realize you can't weigh the next day and be like, oh, yep, I screwed that all up. So if I gain 3 pounds, I might as well go gain another 3. It's just not how it works. It's not how our body works. So you can make it through these holidays thriving, because that's what we need to do as a species. We live in a very abundant world where we can thrive, and you have more self-control than you think you have. Instead of limiting ourselves on the things that we shouldn't eat, we need to prioritize the things that we should eat. And in turn, that changes everything. So focus on what you should. Focus on the shoulds. You should eat meat and vegetables. So base your meals on that. It's okay to have some dessert. It's okay to have some stuffing. It's okay to have some of those sugary desserts. No problem there. It's all good. But base that diet primarily on protein. Prioritize it. Try to get 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound that you weigh. Yes, it's difficult, but yes, it's possible. And have a great holiday season.